If Alex Jones pays for lying, shouldn't every celebrity pushing vaccines pay too? Oh no, here we go. Oh girl, don't do this. We all love your little cash register gun song, don't ruin it. Just eat your food. Elon says, I've been up all night trying to think of any possible way to de-escalate this war. Call Zelensky a pedophile and ship him a submarine he didn't ask for. Maybe if we just put in some navigation inside of all the Russian tanks, then we could just have them in a perpetual loop of recalculating all across Russia, and yeah, war over. Easy peasy. Dear Martin, thank you for your review. I guess you are upset that despite the masseuse's repeated attempts to keep your underwear on and to keep your privates covered, your constant purposeful displaying of your woefully unimpressive manhood did not receive the response you desired. You actually scared the masseuse by your behavior so much that she left the doors open during the massage in case she needed to call out for help. Are you proud of that? Oh my... Keep going. So please, next time you book a massage, let the masseuse know beforehand that you require some phallic appreciation to massage your pitiful ego, and she can arrange for her husband to meet you there, as he is very keen to discuss this incident with you. By the way, your overall attitude reeks of some deep-seated prejudices about Thai women and misogyny in general. You might want to get some help for that. I don't know if there's any help for this guy. Just cut it off and get it over with. Oh, man. Electric cars in Paris. No one will buy them because of the cost of the replacement battery. Green madness destroys the planet. Disappointing to see LinkedIn quote-unquote professionals not doing adequate research before commenting and supporting misleading posts. It's a failed business model, not failed technology. The conclusion? The presence of these cars in a vacant lot has nothing to do with dead batteries, which would have been too costly to replace. In fact, the cars are still operational. Rather, these photos illustrate the failure of a public car-sharing service launched in Paris and neighboring cities, operated by a large transportation company. Edit. After the attention my post received, I did a little more digging around using Google image searches. The photo in the original post was taken in China, unsure of the city, and shows EVs belonging to Motosit, a car share business. The graveyard is the result of an oversupply of cars, coupled with a downturn in car sharing. Posts a link. I maintain my original statements regarding the misleading nature of the original post. If anything, the original post is made to look even more farcical, given the fact the photo is not from Paris. Oh, holy cow, that is a lot of cars, though. Man, see, if people actually did their jobs and just didn't lie in order to cover some kind of an agenda that they're focusing on, hats off to you, redacted man. Not all heroes wear capes. To be completely clear, at the altitude at which a Mach 10 hypersonic aircraft would be flying, the ejection would be very survivable. The re-entry into the atmosphere in just a pressure suit, not so much. Dandelion says, a Mach number is the ratio of an object's speed in a given medium to the speed of sound in that medium. The ISS travels in a vacuum, so there is no medium. A Mach number doesn't exist for a spacewalk. And Bruno Dunbridge, checks notes, Gardner, explaining how space things work to, checks notes again, an astronaut who actually walked in space? Twitter is amazing. My goodness, you think this guy would understand a little bit about physics and space physics. I mean, all physics is physics, but regardless, Dandelion has a point. Parents beware! During Halloween, the fentanyl problem is serious. Children should be told not to eat any treats until a responsible person can examine the child's bag for colorful candy and suspicious packaging. Worry about storing your own drugs properly in child-resistant containers in an out-of-reach place. Drugs are expensive. No one is putting them in your kids' candy. Happy Halloween, kids. Here's a lifetime of chasing the dragon. Massively underwhelmed by the girls everyone kept hyping up who attended TwitchCon. I've never seen so many mids in my life. Oh, that's really toxic. You bought breast implants and made it your whole entire personality on TikTok, and now you want to say some crap like this? No one should ever hire you. This is why your meet and greets have no line. Humble yourself. You're embarrassing. Shoot her down! Shoot her down! Asian cuisine, especially Chinese, don't you attack my Chinese food, is the most overrated crap. You take that back. Now, do these 40 steps of combining 391,173 different spices to produce I can only assume he was going to say boring, recipe, blah 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 blah, responded with, Asian cuisines were perfecting taste and texture over thousands of years while inspiring centuries of cooking. You pillaging barbarians were dying of famine over rotted herring and cardboard bread until Andean potatoes and Persian cough allowed you to evolve taste buds. I kind of feel that. I mean, I've got a Scandinavian heritage, so... but he got it coming. He had it coming. He dissed my Chinese food. Neil deGrasse Tyson says, in this year's Top Gun movie, they dangerously fly under the radar through a narrow, winding canyon to destroy a target, avoiding multiple banks of surface-to-air missiles. But why not first take out the missile banks? Could then fly without daredevil maneuvers. Just saying. And Richard says, because it would alert the enemy jets. It's covered in the movie. Christ, Neil. This is a larger issue with our current pop culture commentary. People are just so busy trying to outsmart the movie for online clout that they're not actually paying attention to the movie itself. Don't you understand, Richard? People can't just sit down and enjoy a movie anymore. They have to feel smarter than it. Granted, Neil is a genius. He's incredibly smart. But somebody had to hurt him in order for him to do this. I'm just saying. This answer is incorrect. You cannot be a first officer on an airliner under FAR 121 without an ATP-R, which requires a minimum of 1,000 hours if you hold a bachelor's degree, or 1,250 hours with an associate's. See AC 61139. FAR 121 applies in the USA. In many other parts of the world, you can be a first officer with a CPL only. I have flown in Japan, Europe, and the Middle East with FOs with only a few hundred hours. If you, as an American, go to the beach, you will see an ocean. On the other side of that ocean is what is known as the rest of the world, which you may be surprised to learn is not America. What? There's a world outside? There's a whole new world. A whole new dazzling point of view. Every time I use they to refer to a single gender unknown person on Tumblr, another piece of my grammar-filled heart shatters, and the pieces scatter at the bottom of hell. That's a bit dramatic. They has been a singular pronoun for hundreds of years, you melodramatic dipstick. Well, actually, no, they is plural. People use they when they should use he, she, or it. That actually isn't true in in a lot of grammar situations. Let's keep going though. Barris says, dense mother effer. The pronoun they is an English equivalent for the third person indefinite singular and has been for literally centuries. Yeah. It remains morphologically and syntactically plural. Therefore, you don't need you don't need to crap your little pantaloons at compromising your surely rock-solid grammar rules. I guarantee every frickin' time you've ever had to refer to a person of an unknown gender, you've used they subconsciously. The post clerk gave me a message for you. Oh, what did they say? But you only have a problem with it when people specify it as a pronoun for themselves because you're a crap lord, I freaking guess. Holy cow, I almost wasn't even smart enough to read that. I don't know if the person you're trying to talk to will even understand what you said.
Yes, this is a comprehensive list of options traders who are better than me. The joke is there's nobody.
You must still be typing the list. Take your time. Oh, brutal.
Try not to get your panties in a wad, sweetie.
Claims to be a devout Christian. Names himself something about fighting, and insults people with all the breadth and depth of a preening lickspittle. You look and act like you have all the martial instincts of a wacky, waving, inflatable arm guy. You are a wordsmith, my friend. And the title of this is actually very helpful. It is definition for lickspittle, a person who behaves obsequiously to those in power. Yes, indeed.
When I go, I want my casket to be driven through the New York City Pride Parade with a plaque that reads, "She wasn't for everyone, but she was for us." Who can arrange?
She died, and she lived, in a ploy for attention that was as puzzling as it is desperate. Oh, that's what I can't stand people who are just all big talk, who just they say they're for people only because they want everyone to believe that they're on their side, when really they're only on their own side. Local guide says, brews are okay, food is too foo-foo, fruity place, rainbow flag is inappropriate, not a place for traditional values. Okay. Wow, Richard, you seriously wrote that on a public forum? A reminder to you that it is 2022 and not 1952. We actually do not have any tolerance for bigotry here at McDonald's. And we pride ourselves on being a brew pub. Hey, good job, McDonald's. That is inclusive of everyone except you. Please, never visit again. Please, exactly. You can go be a local guide somewhere else. Alright, this bar fills top shelf bottles with cheap alcohol. I ordered a Casamigos neat and was served a cheap tequila from the Casamigos bottle. The bartender was a total jerk when I told him that it was not what I ordered. Whack. Alright, Jeff, first off, no one does what you're saying happened. Yeah, we replace a middle-of-the-road tequila with a lesser tequila? Bars don't actually do that. I make the same amount of money on either bottle of crap I sell you guys. Fact is, Jeff, you got a Casamigos and the bartender treated you like an idiot because you are a dumb idiot that claimed a false thing. I see you have 3 other 1-star Yelp reviews. Clearly, that is because you are complaining butthole person. Nice, you tell him. Here's what I'm going to do. I am going to 1-star Yelp your mother, because she made Jeff the Yelp complaining fart guy baby. Good luck out there in Yelp 1-star crybaby idiot butthole guy land. You suck. The world thinks you suck, Jeff. Yes, the entire world thinks Jeff stinks. Jeff just stinks. I guarantee the last girl that had sex with you is currently at an AA podium right now. I knew I hit rock bottom when I woke up having had sex with Jeff, the 1-star Yelp reviewer butthole fart face guy. I love how childish this is. It just makes me laugh. Seeing people throw childish insults at each other on Yelp.